Okay, at this point in your DBQ, you should have already done your hook exercise and read the background essay. So at this point, we need to make sure we understand what exactly this DBQ question is asking of us. Okay, so we're going to work through the sheet together. Make sure you have page 141 of your packet out with you. So question 1 on understanding the question asks, what is the analytical question asked by this mini-Q? And that is just the title of this DBQ, which is what caused the Dust Bowl. Okay, so go ahead and fill that answer in. That is the question you are answering throughout this whole DBQ process. Okay. Question 2 is asking, is there any term in the question that needs a definition? I would say the term that needs the definition out of this is Dust Bowl. And hopefully at this point, after you have read the background article and done the questions, you understand exactly what the Dust Bowl is. If you are unsure at this point what the Dust Bowl is, you need to go back and reread that background article or that background essay, because it does explain what the Dust Bowl is. Okay. Then number 3 says restate the question so that your interpretation of the term Dust Bowl is clearly understood. Okay, so one way that we can word this, you can choose to use this one, or you can reword it in your own words if you choose. Could be, what caused the conditions that led to the terrible dust storms, because that is what the Dust Bowls were, in the southern plains during the 1930s. Okay, so again, we have our original question is what caused the Dust Bowls. So we just want to clarify, what is it that we are actually having to answer? We need to find what caused the conditions, so what created them, that led to the terrible dust storms. And these terrible dust storms are what was the Dust Bowl. In the southern plains, that was the location, you saw the map in the background essay, during the 1930s. Okay, and at the bottom of your questions for the background essay, you saw a timeline that walked you through some of the major events that happened in the 1930s. Okay, so the next part of this page that we need to fill in is our pre-bucketing. Okay, so over the next couple of days as you read the documents, you are going to need to decide which of those documents do you think, oops, not caused, cause, which of those conditions do you think helped cause and contribute to the Dust Bowl? Okay, so you are going to have 3 causes. There are 5 documents for this particular DBQ. So out of those 5 that you read, you need to decide on your own which 3 do you think were the conditions that led to these dust storms. Okay, so once you read those documents, you will then come back and decide which ones you think were the true causes. And you'll just write in document A, document C, document E, whichever 3 you happen to think were the causes. Okay, do not forget to make sure you submit your work for today. You will need to submit your hook exercise, your background essay questions, and the sheet that we did together. Okay, you can either go through and print these out and write directly on them, or you can be writing in your journal, whichever one you choose.